Who were you before the world told you who you needed to be? Who was I? Back in about 2020, I decided to answer that question fully. I retired from military and government service combined, and so did my husband. And we had the opportunity to explore that question so spiritually and so profoundly. And it led me to heal my vulnerable inner child. And I decided to do this process out loud on social media. I said to myself, well, if I'm going to retire at this age, then I need to make sure that I give back daily. And so my mission to myself was to always put one post out a day that I could to, one, express myself and to learn about my own form of self-expression, to get used to being in front of the camera, because self-actualization and becoming demands that you have to fall in love with who you are. And it takes a lot of cringe to get to that point. And to put myself out there, to be vulnerable, to be judged a lot, and to do the healing process out loud. Why did I decide to do that healing process out loud? Well, because I'm a psychologist. And I feel that my mission in life is to inspire people to be their most authentic selves, to live out their divine design for their divine destiny, to share their ultimate form of self-expression with the world, and to be received with love and compassion. And I figured that as a doctor, if I did that, I did meet the worldly accolades, served in the military, did Dr. America and published books and whatnot. I established myself in the real world. So then I thought it's okay to play now. And I'm going to play out loud. And I really recognize that I would be a trigger to a lot of people, to include those closest to me. People were like, why are you dressing up in cosplay as a 40-year-old teaching people about neuroscience? Well, because this was a character in my inner child that I wanted to explore. And I decided to do that out loud. And I try to give a message every day to encourage you to do the same, whether you do it out loud or you do it in your private moments. Just to be weird, to experience you, and not to be looking at yourself through the world lens of what you should be and who you should become or what you should be doing and how you should be feeling, but rather just the vulnerable human experience. I was judged so harshly, especially being a psychologist. People thought I lost my mind. Who does she think she is? Did she lose sight of God? No, I didn't lose sight of God. I connected with God, the divinity within me, Christ consciousness, Jesus, even deeper than I was before when I was preaching and teaching at churches. When you find that inner divinity in you, the Christ within, he who is in me is greater than he who is in the world, Christ consciousness at large, you understand the truth. You connect in a way, and you understand your purpose here and your mission on planet Earth. And the process wasn't easy, and I lost friends. And still to this day, family members don't get me, and they think I'm crazy and I've lost my mind. There are people who are dedicated to seeing the light in who I am. And then there are people who are also very dedicated into making me out a villain. People like to think I post every day because I'm the biggest narcissist in the world. That's an opinion. But I post every day with the intention to inspire you to be weirdly you. And if I can do it as somebody who has a title, as a doctor, and if I can do that, then you certainly can. Because I think the most intelligent people in the world are the people who can hold two paradoxes at the same time and see them both as true. You can be a clown and you can be a doctor. You can be a multifaceted unicorn and be serious and live in the world. When you can hold two paradoxes and see them as true and not try to judge, man, that's incredible intelligence, right? And recognizing that when you're a trigger, that people are projecting their own views of themselves onto you. They may deep in their hearts want to be as free and be as comfortable in front of a camera or, just in cosplay as a 40-year-old in their own shoes to be able to do that. So I just want to thank people who weren't necessarily my family. It's oftentimes strangers and people that you have loose associations with who are my greatest supporters. And even to this day, like I said, some family just refuses to get me and some people are committed to misunderstanding you. But I want to take a moment to say thank you for those who worked to see the light in me, even through all my myriad of imperfections. And I honor that and I cherish that. I lost somebody I love so deeply and profoundly recently. And I just wish that the whole world could feel free to be themselves for who they are. And I will make it my life mission from here on out until the day that I die to make sure that people feel safe. I don't know what that's going to take, but I am willing to dedicate my life to that so that people feel safe to be themselves in their own skin, to express themselves, and to be free to live out their divine design for their divine destiny. The reason you came to planet Earth was to express yourself. So I love you. Thank you for seeing me. I see you. I honor you. I cherish you. I love you.